छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
MDH
Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for your favorite section, the nation's sharpest opinion. And now let me tell you about one of the most underreported stories by the Lutyens media, the pseudo-secular media, the fake media, the extreme left-wing media, the pro-Maoist media, and the tukre media. What they are not reporting today is the biggest story of the country, which is that law enforcement agencies and state police and state governments, intelligence bureau, all coming together to catch Bangladeshis all over India. Now, I believe there are too many Bangladeshi infiltrators in India. I have no problem if Bangladeshis get a tourist visa or a legitimate visa and visit India. I am not against Bangladeshis. I am against infiltrators. I am against these people who come here without papers and think they can take over my country, buy property in my country, get fake Aadhaar papers in my country, and take away my land and challenge my way of life. And I'm saying this not because I'm from Assam and I have seen exactly what the Bangladeshi infiltrators have done there. There are parts of Assam today where people don't speak Assamese. They've been taken over. Entire districts have become 75% Muslim, not because of organic growth of the Muslim population, but because of these Bangladeshi Muslim infiltrators who have come in and who have taken over large parts of West Assam, South Bengal. And if you're watching this in another part of the country thinking that it's not going to affect you, you are fooling yourself. It is affecting you. You have not realized it is affecting law and order right around you. There is no part of the country where you are safe today. Bangladeshis, Rohingyas have gone everywhere. They've infiltrated everywhere. They changed their names. They do not have valid documents. They carry out crimes. And then they do all kinds of illegalities. And the problem in our country is some people who are only interested in building Muslim vote banks encourage this kind of infiltration. Anyway, I'm happy to report that 88 Bangladeshi nationals have been detained in Delhi. The Southwest District Police in Delhi has caught 10 more Bangladeshis. In Uttar Pradesh, there is a huge operation called Operation Talash, where they are searching for and catching Bangladeshi and Rohingya infiltrators. They have been caught in Uttar Pradesh. A lot of them were found in Uttar Pradesh, and they have been caught in Assam. And we are pushing back 172 illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators on Saturday night and Sunday morning. But the strange thing is the Bangladeshi government, the Bangladeshi border patrols do not want their own people back, which means they're up to no good, these people. They're doing something fishy in our country. We have to catch them. So if you know about Bangladeshis, infiltrators, please inform the local police. You can inform them, you can conceal your identity, inform them in whichever way that you wish to. But inform the police, give them a tip-off, help in catching them, and be happy if they are thrown out of the country. Our campaign on Republic, we're a nationalist network, is throughout the Bangladeshis, throughout the illegal Bangladeshis, I mean, the infiltrators. Throw them out. They don't deserve to be here. And if you think that why is Arnab making a big deal of it? Well, let me tell you, according to data, there were around 2 crore Bangladeshi immigrants illegally staying in India, infiltrators, in 2016. This is not a small population, comparable to the population of Australia, almost the population of our metro cities, equal to the population of Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal, Sikkim, Goa, and Himachal Pradesh put together. If this population of Bangladeshi grows rapidly, which I'm not going to be surprised that it does, then we will have so many Bangladeshis in India that they will start saying, we want a state for ourselves, we want a region for ourselves. And these people, at the end of the day, they are infiltrators. I know there is a bleeding heart human rights lobby which is going to tell you, why don't we have a big heart? We have a big heart for Indians. And even if you have a big heart, we do not have the economy, we do not have the resources to sustain millions and millions of illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is your national responsibility to help catch Bangladeshis and infiltrators. As per the law, don't break the law, don't do anything that's wrong, but as per the law, become part of the nationwide crackdown against Bangladeshi infiltrators in India. Because, do remember this, these people do not respect our country, they are not from our country, they do not respect our country's law, they have broken the law to enter the country. And hence, when you see them milling around the border, please realize our nation is under threat and you have to do your bit to protect your nation. Support the campaign to throw out infiltrators. Let's debate.
From Uttar Pradesh to Tiruchirappalli, from Tripura to the national capital, a nationwide crackdown on the illegal Bangladeshis and Rohingyas is underway. Tracing, identification and verification of all illegal immigrants is being done under Operation Talash. In Bareilly, police have launched an intensive campaign to identify and take action against illegal intruders, acting on intelligence inputs. Authorities are focusing on those living in the district without valid documentation.
बरेली में इस समय ऑपरेशन तलाश के जरिए लगातार ये अब जांच की जा रही है कि आखिर जो लोग यहां पर रहते हैं झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, क्या उनके पास वैध दस्तावेज है। केवल बरेली ही नहीं, देश भर के कई राज्यों में, कई जिलों में, कई झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, कई हिस्सों में यह ऑपरेशन लगातार प्रशासन की तरफ से चलाया जा रहा है, जिसका मकसद केवल एक है कि आखिर हिंदुस्तान के अंदर कितने घुसपैठी ऐसे हैं जो देश को खोखला करना चाहते हैं।
A team has been deployed in every police station area to conduct morning and evening checks. Special focus is being given to suspected Bangladeshi and Rohingya individuals, particularly those living in camps and temporary settlements.
25 मई से और 10 जून तक 15 दिन का एक अभियान चला है, जिसमें शासन के निर्देशों के क्रम में जो लोग यहाँ पे आवासित हैं और बाहर के रहने वाले हैं, जो वर्तमान में यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं और बाहर के रहने वाले हैं, उनके मूल एड्रेस का वेरिफिकेशन कराया जाना है। और इस प्रक्रिया में अगर कोई बांग्लादेशी या रोहिंग्या मिलते हैं तो उनका डिपोर्टेशन कराया जाना है, जो MHA की मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स की गाइडलाइंस है उनके अकॉर्डिंग।
In Kanpur, police arrested a Bangladeshi man during a routine check. His suspicious language and evasive responses raised red flags. The accused, identified as Mohammed Sahil, the accused originally from Myanmar, confessed to entering India illegally via Assam. He was found in possession of a fake Aadhaar card and was living with his family in Unnao.
बगे चौराहे पर चौकी इंचार्ज सफैया घाट अपने सहयोगी और पीछे के साथ चेकिंग कर रहे थे। उसी दौरान एक ऑटो चालक आता है, जिससे बात करने पर उसकी आवाज थोड़ा सा बदली करता है। तो उसे बुलाकर गहराई से पूछताछ की जाती है। वो बताता है कि वो रहने वाला म्यांमार का है। म्यांमार से वो करीब 2-3 साल बांग्लादेश रहा। उसके बाद वो सपरिवार आकर के भारत आया और वहाँ शुक्लागंज में रहता है।
In Delhi, the Southwest District Police traced and detained 88 illegal Bangladeshi migrants during a 10-day-long verification drive. Officials recovered Bangladeshi identity documents from their possession.
देखिए तस्वीरें मैं आपको साउथ वेस्ट दिल्ली की रंगपुरी इलाके की दिखा रहा हूं। आप देखेंगे तमाम जो स्लम्स यहां पर बने हुए हैं, और ये साउथ वेस्ट दिल्ली इस लिहाज से भी महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि पिछले 10 दिनों में, जैसा कि बता रहा था, 100 से ज़्यादा बांग्लादेशी यहां से पकड़े गए और उनको डिपोर्ट करने का जो प्रोसेस है वो शुरू किया गया है। लेकिन रंगपुरी का ये इलाका पूरा स्लम का इलाका है और तस्वीरों में आप देख रहे हैं कि तमाम जो पुलिसकर्मी हैं वो यहाँ पर डोर टू डोर जा रहे हैं, उनके डॉक्यूमेंट चेक कर रहे हैं। हालांकि पुलिसकर्मियों से जब हमने बात की तो पता लगा कि ज़्यादातर वो लोग हैं जो कि दिल्ली के निवासी ही नहीं है। कोई पश्चिम बंगाल का रहने वाला है तो कोई असम का रहने वाला है और 17-18 सालों से वो यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके बावजूद दिल्ली का कोई डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं। और आप तस्वीरें लगातार देख रहे हैं कि हर उस इलाके में, हर उस सेक्शंस में जो पुलिस टीम है वो यहाँ पर पहुंच रही है और तस्वीरों में आप देखेंगे कि तमाम जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उनके चेक किए जा रहे हैं।
The deportation process has been initiated in coordination with the Foreigners Regional Registration Office in the national capital.
Delhi police has detained 88 people from South West District area. While speaking to the Republic TV, Southwest District DCP Surinder Chaudhary has confirmed that initially they have nabbed 121 people, and after the verification they have found out that 88 people were illegal immigrants who came from Bangladesh. Behind me you can see the visual of this very area where we are standing right now. Earlier, Delhi police team has arrived in this area. Not only in this very area, what we have seen that they have also visited Safdarjung enclave area, Vasant Kunj South area, Kapashehra area, Sagarpur area and Delhi Cant area.
Republic has been at the forefront of exposing the nexus of infiltrators who have captured acres. And the crackdown against the infiltration threat is only intensifying.
I think it's great, Deepak Reddy. We are catching these Bangladeshis. We're catching them. We're finding out where they are. We always knew. We're catching them, we're holding them by the collar and throwing them out. All these people who want to build these vote banks can go to hell. Right? So I would like to support everyone who's part of this effort. In fact, I believe, Deepak, it should become part of the national consciousness. If you know about a Bangladeshi, if you feel someone is a Bangladeshi, inform the police. Rohingya, Bangladeshi, illegal infiltrator, catch them and throw them out.
सरकार तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की है, 11 साल से केंद्र में है, राज्य में भी 8.5 साल से सरकार है। फिर ये कैसे आ जा रहे हैं रोहिंग्या, कैसे बांग्लादेशी हमारे देश के अंदर में आ जा रहे हैं? सवाल
अरे आप ले आए ना, आपने दरवाजा खोल दिया है ना,
लेनी चाहिए,
आपने दरवाजा खोल के रखा है।
नहीं, अरे जिम्मेदारी सरकार की नहीं है क्या? 11
सरकार अपनी जिम्मेदारी करके इनको पकड़ के निकाल रही है।
पार्टी की सरकार है केंद्र में, है ना? क्यों भूल रहे आप? 30 साल से 17 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है, तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार क्या कर रही थी? सवाल है, खाली न्यूज बनाने के लिए तो है नहीं। वो कैसे बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके आगे?
आपको क्यों चुभ रही है
कि सरकार आप
Why is this चुभोइंग you? Why is this चुभोइंग you?
आप इसको वोट बैंक की राजनीति
आपको क्यों चुभ रही है?
कौन करना चाहता है? इसके मतलब
आपको क्यों चुभ रही है?
करना चाहती है? अरे जिसको घुसने क्यों दिया? मैं चुप रहा हूं, क्यों घुसने दिया हमारे देश के अंदर में?
आपने घुसने दिया ना, ये मुस्लिम वोट बैंक आपको बनाना है इधर।
देश में आके क्यों रहेगा? मुझे चुभेगा, मुझे तकलीफ होगी कि बांग्लादेश
इनको तकलीफ हो रही है। समाजवादी पार्टी says it's in तकलीफ because Bangladeshis are being caught across India. Deepak, you want to?
से क्यों भागती है भाई सरकार?
Tuhin, you want? Deepak wants to. Deepak.
Let me come in. I mean, you need to expose these people completely. Where all this starts.
Louder. Versus Windows.
After the, one second. Hang on a minute. You said what you have to say. 1 second. After the Nehru-Liaquat agreement, Nehru made sure that the people from East Pakistan, the Hindus who were getting affected, did not come into India. After that, the wicked Congress party started allowing all these people into the country. I mean, I've been reading, there are different reports say the infiltrators today in India are somewhere between 2 to 6 crores. Can you believe that? These people get together. Can you believe what kind of an atrocities they can create? And let me tell you, Arnab, in my family, in Hyderabad, a couple of years ago, a Bangladeshi couple came in, claiming that they were from Assam, that they were from Bengal, and everybody in the family and stole crores worth of gold and cash, and the police could not catch them because they crossed over into Bangladesh. I mean, it is affected in the heart of India, in Hyderabad. So imagine.
अगर असम के थ्रू आ रहे हैं, बीजेपी की सरकार है, केंद्र में भी बीजेपी की सरकार है, तो असम के थ्रू कैसे हमारे देश के अंदर में आ जा रहे हैं? और उत्तर प्रदेश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है।
दीपक लाउडा,
कैसे हमारे देश?
Anurag should be given a break. Deepak Lauda, Deepak and the others on change of others.
I mean, you see the number of rail tragedy, the attacks on the railway property, number of where they are putting stones on the tracks. All this is being done by these people. They are participating in crime in India. They are attacking government properties. They are also,
I said on the right.
Communal violence.
Can't hear me.
This is a matter of grave national security. I think everybody in India should wake up to this threat. And I openly challenge today
what has Congress done or what has the India ecosystem states done when you know that these people are being caught with illegal IDs and they are part of a lot of crime? Why haven't the India ecosystem and Congress started questioning or saying that, action has to be taken in their states? And why are some of their ecosystem members saying that we need to support these people? These people have a track record of being anti-India. In spite of such glaring violations and such threat in front of our eyes, there is no talk from the Congress party. I think it is time the people of India again wake up to the treachery of the Congress and the India ecosystem. If they do not come forward and start taking action in the states where they are, where BJP is, you can see the action. And I would like to ask Congress and the India ecosystem why they were against NRC, why they were against the interests of India. It is time the Congress traitors start answering these questions.
I just want, the problem with this Bangladesh issue is always this. When you mention a Bangladeshi issue on a 9 p.m. debate or you discuss it in a drawing room, most people, especially the so-called elite sections of Indian society, feel, hey, it doesn't matter to us. We are in our little, air-conditioned 4 BHK, or we have got our villa. We are living in a gated community. Our children are going to posh schools. We are driving a BMW. No, but we don't have to bother about it. I'm saying to people across India, sir, 2 minutes chup rahiye, Anurag ji, मैं आपको 2 मिनट रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, don't disturb me. You need
सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, सरकार से सवाल पूछने के बजाय आप सवाल हमसे पूछ रहे हैं. आपको सवाल सरकार से पूछना है, बांग्लादेशी कैसे
आप 2 मिनट चुप रहेंगे.
आप ही कमाल करते हैं. सवाल
आप मेरी बात, अनुराग जी, ये कॉन्स्टेंटली बड़र बोलने रहते हैं, कुछ नहीं होता है. डोंट डू दिस. आपको कुछ नहीं पता है. आपको कुछ नहीं पता है. सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए. आपको चुपती है ना, तो आप अरे उंगली नीचे करिए. दिस मैन इज इनकॉरेजेबल.
आप उसको बचा नहीं सकते. आप खाली नहीं उंगली नहीं, आप उंगली ऊपर रहेगी क्योंकि सवाल सरकार से है. और मैं उंगली दिखा के सरकार से सवाल पूछूंगा क्योंकि आप
क्यों आपकी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक खत्म हो रही है क्या?
नहीं पूछ पा रहे सवाल.
ये सारे आपके मुस्लिम वोट बैंक है.
हमारे देश के अंदर में
आपकी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक थी.
कैसे कर रहे हैं?
बांग्लादेशी हो मगर हमारे मुस्लिम वोट बैंक में ज्वाइन करेंगे. हमारी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक बड़ी होगी. हमारा मुस्लिम वोट बैंक होना चाहिए.
वोट बैंक आ गया.
हमें सिर्फ मुस्लिम वोट बैंक से मतलब है.
इसके मतलब आपके मन में चोर है क्या?
इन्फिल्ट्रेटर हो कुछ भी हो, हमें मुस्लिम वोट बैंक चाहिए.
बांग्लादेशी को घुसाएगी.
कि तो हिंदू तो वोट नहीं करते आपके लिए, हमें मुस्लिम वोट बैंक चाहिए.
ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी का
हम एंटी सनातन कमेंट्स करेंगे और मुस्लिम वोट बैंक बनाएंगे. बांग्लादेशी इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स को लाके उनको लगा देंगे.
उसके बाद बताओगे मुस्लिम वोट बैंक की बात करोगे.
क्या बात करें आप? असम में कौन सी पार्टी असम में कौन सी पार्टी पावर में थी जब बांग्लादेशियों ने टेक ओवर किया?
लेकिन
कांग्रेस थी कि बीजेपी थी? झूठ बोलते हैं.
टाइम पास करते हैं.
भैया आज कौन है?
आज है तो पकड़े जा रहे हैं.
आज की डेट में सरकार में कौन है? अरे कहां पकड़े जा रहे हैं? 17 साल हो गए सरकार को.
अरे आप पर छोड़ी जाए, लेफ्ट टू यू विल लेट बांग्लादेशी टेक ओवर द कंट्री.
पकड़ के आप तक तो पकड़ के उनको चाहिए था.
अभी पकड़ के एक को पकड़ के बाहर निकाला जा रहा है.
लेकिन आप पकड़ते नहीं हो. आप पकड़ा होता
अभी soon they will say religious rights.
पकड़ के बाहर भेज दिया होता अब तक. आप उसमें वोट बैंक खोज रहे हो.
Tuin, why don't you intervene and respond to him? Tuin, yeah, you can.
वो टाइम पास, उनका टाइम पास बंद करिए. मैं सीरियस डिबेट करता हूँ और टाइम पास करने के लिए आ जाते हैं. हर बार बकवास करते हैं और लोगों को बोलने नहीं देते हैं. ये मतलब
अनुराग
ऑडियंस का अपमान करते हैं ऐसे लोग. ऐसे आपने सवाल पूछा, आप 2 मिनट शांत होकर बैठिए.
Louder for Tuin.
2 मिनट शांत होकर बैठिए. देखिए अर्नब,
put someone else in the big window. Yeah, should I direct for you?
Dismay of the Congress party, much to the dismay of Samajwadi party. Let me give you this assurance: it's end game. Illegal Bangladeshis in the country, and this is why Samajwadi party is infuriated. He's asking why, where do they manage to come from? Let me tell you that out of the 4,000 kilometers border which Bengal has with Bangladesh, barring 450 kilometers where Mamata Banerjee has, not cooperated with the center, the entire area has been satisfactorily fenced. From 2016 onwards in Assam, coming to Assam, from 2016 onwards, the illegal migration has come down heavily. Today our security forces chase even a single illegal migrant entering the country, and the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma transparently shares that on social media, which is something the Congress party could never have done in their era. But my pointed questions, Arnab, in January this year, Sam Pitroda had openly advocated, had openly batted for illegal migrants. Do you recall what he said? The government...
I'm telling you, you put him on the big window asking me.
Sam Pitroda had openly...
Louder for Toin.
Illegal migrants. Sam Pitroda had said the government is unnecessarily hounding illegal migrants, which is not good. Arnab, I was in Jharkhand last year for the assembly elections. इनके एक नेता है कांग्रेस पार्टी के गुलाम अहमद मीर जो प्रभारी बनकर गए थे झारखंड में. You know what he said? Irrespective of whoever is in the state, where even for illegal migrants we will give free LPGs. That is a commitment of the Congress party, and today they are asking us questions. Arnab, one last important point. If you notice the pattern in the last 2 weeks, it is only the BJP. It is only the. Allow me to complete this. 22 seconds. Then you blank. Arnab, it is only the BJP ruled states which is going after illegal migration, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Delhi, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Orissa, whether it is Haryana. Unfortunately, the two most impacted states, Jharkhand, which has the Santhal Parganas area, where 5 districts have been, in fact, even called out by the Jharkhand High Court last year that if immediate steps are not taken to curtail illegal migration, the demography will be completely distorted. Unfortunately, the Jharkhand government is not acting. Unfortunately, the Bengal government is not acting. And why? One last point, why this becomes very crucial? Because now, in the light of the Greater Bangladesh agenda of certain jihadi groups in Bangladesh, it is important for us to weed out each and every illegal Bangladeshi, which we are committed to doing over the next few months. Congress party will not be able to derail the agenda. That is my assurance to you.
Okay, I just, before you come in, see, first of all, let us recognize Sheikh. This is a very serious issue. And I'm just 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Anurag ji, there are other panelists. I have to go to them. You see, the point here is to Sheikh Amir. No, the point is to Sheikh Amir. I am very concerned, and I believe all of these people should be thrown out. If the longer they stay, you see, they are like illegal tenants. Illegal tenants का क्या होता है? थोड़ी देर आते हैं, फिर थोड़ी देर रह जाते हैं, फिर उनके बच्चे हो जाते हैं घर में, फिर बोलते हैं कि हम रेंट नहीं देंगे, फिर बोलेंगे हम रूल नहीं फॉलो करेंगे, फिर बोलेंगे घर ही हमारा है, राइट? रतन शारदा, वी नो हाउ इट वर्क्स. फिर बोलेंगे घर हमारा है, फिर बोलेंगे घर के मालिक को बोलेंगे आप जाइए, फिर आप नहीं जाएंगे तो गुंडागर्दी करेंगे. और ये जो इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स हैं उनकी यही, दिस इज द वे दे बिहेव. द प्रॉब्लम इज रतन शारदा, पीपल इन इंडिया हैव बिकम ब्लाइंड. ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो हमने करके रखा है ना, वर्ल्ड इज वन फैमिली, बट इंडिया इज फॉर इंडियंस.
See,
this is Ratan Sharda. There were 2 crore Bangladeshi infiltrators in 2016, which means that the rate of population of that number, right? That number could be 3 crore, 4 crore, more than the population of Mumbai.
I'll give one example, Anna.
That is how many Bangladeshi infiltrators there are in India today.
Yeah. 20 Pakistanis, women and 2 men, between them have 95 children in Moradabad, with 35% of the ladies already grand ladies who were shouting about BJP kya kar rahi thi. I'm talking 30-40-year-old refugees there, and they have 500 children today. So your population count is totally way out, because what you estimate, that number is much bigger than what the true figure is. And people who are on the pen on the other side, why they are on the other side? They should say, okay, BJP was delayed. BJP should have taken earlier, but action has been taken. We welcome it. Why do they go to Bangladesh here? Why do they go to court for Rohingyas? They never went to court for Kashmiri Hindus. They never went to court for Pakistani Hindus rotting in Rajasthan. They never went to the court for Bengali Hindus. but they want to go to courts for Rohingyas. Who are the people who are providing them ration cards? Who are the people providing the voter ID? The local people. Kirit Somaiya, the BJP MP, has got 1 lakh, counterfeit birth certificates of Bangladeshis cancelled from Maharashtra from different districts. That is the level, that is the scale of infiltration within Bharat. So what are these people saying? Humanist होना चाहिए, humanist होना चाहिए. भैया आप ह्यूमनिस्ट थे तभी तो इतने लाखों लोग पैदा हो गए ना, करोड़ों लोग यहाँ पैदा हो
well
गए.
said.
और ओवरस्टे होता Immigration and Foreigner Act 2025. Why these people opposed it? Because they feared their vote bank will go. Why don't you depend on Indian people? Why don't you depend on Indian people who will vote for you? Why do you want foreigners to get vote for you? I do not understand. Assam, Arnab, you talked about Assam, 1983.
You make the windows. No, do you want me to
The
anchor?
bloodiest election, which was won on the basis of foreigners' infiltration by putting a spurious act like IDMT, which got more foreigners into Assam than before it was possible. So from 1980, this thing is going on, and here we are saying, कहाँ थे तुम लोग? कहाँ थे तुम लोग? हुआ ना, शुरू हुआ ना. आप बोलिए स्वागत है, हम भी करेंगे. Would you say कि आपके मुरादाबाद में जब 5 साल हो गए आपकी सरकार सो रही थी वहां पर एक ही फैमिली के अंदर, आप लोग उनको शरण देते हैं, आप लोग उनको पुलिस स्टेशन में जगह देते हैं. पुलिस को क्या पता नहीं होता वहां पर फॉरेनर बैठे हैं? जो मेड रखते हैं उनको पता था कि फॉरेनर है. They know that woman is not from Bengal, but Bangladesh, but they want cheap labor, they want cheap maids. That is why this issue that you talked about, we also have to wake up and see to it we don't provide them livelihood while we deprive our people of livelihood. Just to say 200-300 rupees a month. That is
I
the
think
enemy of our people.
that's a point. You, deny any employment or livelihood to Bangladeshis or suspected Bangladeshis. You know, this is also a threat for the country. These Rohingya terrorist groups are there, right? And these Rohingyas are very dangerous and bad people. They are in touch with the terrorist groups, including Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, right? And there is this group called Akamul Mujahideen. They've got their own groups, these Rohingyas.
They are
and they are in touch. So after Pahalgam, we must throw all the Bangladeshis out. We must catch them. And let anybody say human rights, people are being targeted for their religion. No. They are being targeted because they are infiltrators, okay? And then, viewers, you also need to know that Al-Qaeda has an offshoot. It's called Ansar Ghazwat-ul-Hind. Ye same mad Ghazwa-e-Hind philosophy. The mad Ghazwa-e-Hind philosophy, you know? And Zakir Musa wanted to work with Rohingyans living in Jammu, right? And he was against deportation of Rohingyans. The problem is that Myanmar doesn't want them. Why do we want to keep them here? So Rohingyas are dangerous, and there are 2 crore, 3 crore, 4 crore Bangladeshis who now need to be picked up and thrown out. And it should not matter whether Congress or Mamata Banerjee support them. Pick them up, catch them by the scruff of their neck, throw them out. They don't deserve to be here. Okay? And they are very bad people because they do fake document rackets. They top the list of criminals. All kinds of crime, rape, attempt to murder, all these dangerous crimes are done by all these Bangladeshis. Right, Atik? So,
yeah,
people like you need to lead this Throw Bangladesh Out campaign. Already, I'm happy to say 87% of the people have woken up on my program are saying, throw them out. Deny them employment. Deny them opportunities. Deny them residence.
The primary reason.
Deny them homes. Deny them land.
This was
deny
the
them
primary
business.
Reason, Arnab. We conducted an NRC in Assam, and in Assam, when the NRC was conducted, people got the citizenship cards. They failed to get the citizenship cards. Still, the Supreme Court is intervening and telling the government of India that whose names are there in the NRC. Why is the Assam government or the BJP government not issuing them citizenship cards? And those whose names fail to appear, still they are not being deported. So if you take the NRC example of Assam, this completely...
No, in Assam, what is happening is, I'll tell you. In Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma is catching these people and saying, the indigenous people of Assam, the tribals, the Assamese-speaking people are threatened, pick them up and throw them out. You have to have this Himanta Yogi approach. It chalega nahi. No. You have to also put a fear in their hearts. Deny them employment, deny them homes, deny them business, deny them jobs. Do not use their services.
Why are they not being thrown out whose names fail to appear in the...
There will be, no, they will all be thrown out. Aren't you seeing the pictures now?
Fail to get...
They are all being... should I show you the pictures? Okay, I'll show you the pictures. Put them in the middle in my place of me. Put the pictures. You have sympathy for these Bangladeshis?
No, it's not a question of...
You're feeling sympathetic towards them?
I'm just asking if...
You're feeling bad for them?
What is the status of the NRC in Assam?
Okay, don't be technical with me. They'll all be thrown out. ये ज़्यादा NRC, technical, card ward मत करो. They are foreigners, they will be thrown out.
The Supreme Court is telling the government of India, issue them.
So Supreme Court will always support the right thing.
And what they are not doing.
Now we'll have to throw out the Bangladeshis in Bengal also. Anirban, we'll have to throw out the Bangladeshis in Bengal also.
The Hindu Bangladeshis as well.
Pardon me? If they are infiltrators, yes, not if they are not.
Hindu Bangladeshis as
No.
well.
1 minute. Only infiltrators.
Okay,
These are
then
infiltrators.
Please tell the BJP to declare
as per the rules of the country,
please tell the BJP to declare that.
Hindus are
That
being
you will
tortured in
throw out Hindu
Bangladesh. They have every
Bangladeshi as
right to
well.
come to India. Hindus who are being tortured in Bangladesh have every right to come to India.
Fine, but you said that Hindu Bangladeshis will be thrown out. That is what you are saying.
No, I'm saying all infiltrators will be thrown out. If the law of the country allows people who are tortured, it's Hindus who are tortured in Bangladesh, not Muslims. Why are the Muslims coming?
The law of the country.
Who's torturing Muslims in Bangladesh?
Says that 31st December.
The Jamaat-e-Islami is torturing Muslims in Bangladesh. Or Yunus.
31st. 31st December 2014. That is the cut-off date. After that, anyone that comes, Hindu, Muslim, whatever, is an infiltrator.
Yeah, we'll throw them out.
BJP is saying they will throw out Hindus as well. So let them say. Okay.
Why are you after Hindus? How many Hindus have come from Bangladesh? How many Hindus have come from Bangladesh? How many?
You tell
200.
me. You tell me.
No.
You tell me
I don't know. I think they are mostly Bangladeshi Muslims.
You tell me 3 crores, 4 crores.
I think 99% are Muslims.
Okay, so mostly. So the rest are
99% are Muslims. You want to talk about 1% but not 99%. Why don't you want to talk about 99%? You want a Muslim vote
bank. Fine, what is your
You
source
want
of
your Muslim
information?
vote bank, right? You just want to do Muslim vote bank politics.
You tell me what
you are a
source
Muslim
of
vote bank
information.
politics guy.
You don't have any source. You don't have any source.
What do you mean don't have any source? I'm telling you.
This is another stupid attempt by the
99.99% you want to do Muslim vote bank politics, it won't be allowed.
I do not know about
Tuin, you can debate if you wish to. Otherwise, Deepak is coming into the debate. Viewers, please be very careful. Please be very careful. There are infiltrators all around you. And if you allow this, they could be in a mall around you. They could be in a cinema hall around you. They could enter your house. They could pose as somebody else. They could threaten your livelihood and your lives.
That is a foolish thing to say.
Foolish thing to say. In France, they throw out these infiltrators.
The BJP government is simply harassing
This gentleman should be ashamed of himself to again talk about Hindu and Muslim here. You know, I told you, in the heart of India in Hyderabad, a couple of years ago, two of them, a couple who said they were from Bengal, they were actually Bangladeshis. They drugged everybody in the house. Luckily, they survived and they stole property. I mean, it happened to me in my family. I know a family member who was affected by that. And now let's come back to these Rohingyas. Rohingyas' history, if you see, they have attacked Hindus and Buddhists. These are criminals. And now let's come to Bangladeshis. In 1947, the Calcutta riots and the Noakhali riots were one of the tipping points for cutting our country into 3 halves. So these guys are no saints. And after the Liaquat-Nehru Accord, Nehru made sure the Hindus from East Pakistan don't come to India. And 32%, the Hindus have dropped to 6% in East Pakistan, that is today's Bangladesh. So these guys have a track record of injustice. This has been a major genocide. And the Hindus of Bangladesh, it was no fault of theirs, and they have been left to such persecution. And this guy now comes and says about Hindu and Muslims, you should be ashamed. Now we are talking about infiltrators, we are talking about criminals, we are talking about people who are supreme threat to our national interest. And this should be absolutely clear. And now Congress and the India ecosystem should come and say what they would be doing in the states, what they are ruling to take action on such infiltrators.
You tell the data. Do you have the NRC, Assam NRC data with you? What happened with it?
Your audio is not clear. See,
Are you supporting the infiltrators?
He
Are
is.
you supporting the infiltrators? Now it's time to talk what action has to be taken. It's time to talk that we all stand on one voice and say that we don't want this menace. We are not going to take care of such criminals. We have to send the criminals out of our country and protect our borders. Now this is the voice what you need to be talking.
Why are they still in India?
They'll all go out. I'll give you a simple reason why they are still in India. I'll give you a reason why they are still in India. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they are still in India for two reasons. For two reasons.
I need to make an important point.
Against these criminals.
Tuhin, before I come to you, a quick intervention from my side. Why are they still in India is a question. They are in India because there are about 3 crore infiltrators who become part of a vote bank of parties who do Muslim vote bank politics. Secondly, the parties who do Muslim vote bank politics think that if they speak against infiltrators, the rest of the Muslim vote bank in India will oppose them. I say I'm an Indian first and then a Hindu. You say I'm an Indian first and then a Muslim. I say Atik. I say I'm Bharatiya first, Indian first and then a Hindu. I want Sheikh Amir and you to say you are Indian first and then Muslim. Deepak will say, I'm Indian first and then Hindu. Tuhin will say, I'm Indian first and then Hindu. Will Sheikh Hamid say, I'm Indian first and then Muslim? Will Atik say, I'm Indian first and then Muslim? Will you say Atik?
I'm Indian first. Bharat Mata ki jai. Bharat Mata ki jai.
No, you say I'm Indian first and then Muslim.
Who are you to question me?
Who am I? Ask me. I'll say I'm Indian first and then Hindu.
Why would I answer you? Why?
Why will you answer me? Answer your conscience.
Why I am being asked this question?
Why can't you say I'm Indian first?
Because I'm a Muslim, that's why you are.
Why can't you say, no, if you are, I'm a Hindu. I'm saying I'm a Hindu first or Indian first, I'll say I'm an Indian first and then a Hindu.
You don't need to prove
My primary identity is my nation.
No, you are coming here to spread your propaganda and hate.
No, it's very secular. I'm saying religion should be played down. Nationality and nationalism should be played up. Say we are Indian first, Indian first and then Muslim, Indian first and then Hindu, Indian first and then Sikh, Indian first and then Parsi, Indian first and then Jain, Indian first and then Buddhist, Indian first and Indian first and Indian first always. You say I'm Indian first, Sheikh.
I'm Indian Muslim.
Say I'm Indian first, say I'm nation first, Indian first, say I'm Indian first.
No.
My nation first, my religion later, say that.
This is complete nonsense.
Nonsense. You
yes,
carry...
this is nonsense.
Oh,
you cannot ask me this question. डरता नहीं हूँ किसी से.
डरने की बात क्या है? मैं डरता हूँ क्या? मैं तो कह रहा हूँ मैं इंडियन हूँ फर्स्ट फिर हिंदू.
Prove our nationalism every time you ask this.
Prove की क्या बात? आप proof ये तो वास्तविकता है. It is a fact. It's a statement of fact. I'm first an Indian and then a Hindu.
Because your elections are coming.
Because you see what happens is when you put nationalism first, you will say Bangladeshis be thrown out. When you say religion first, you will say I'm pro-Bangladeshi.
Operation Talaq.
You
want to find the people? Find the people who killed our people in Pahalgam. Where are these terrorists?
He goes back to propaganda. My dear friend,
they are dead.
You are debating about Operation Talaq. You don't debate about
people killed
in Punch,
150 terrorists killed.
In Punch, in Uri, our people got killed by Pakistani shelling. You're not debating about that. You don't show those homes to devastated families.
Not enough for you.
You must be scared of the Pakistanis. I'm not.
You talk of Bangladesh, you talk of...
You must be scared of the Pakistanis. We hammered them. अच्छा मारा है उनको. और मारेंगे.
What Bangladeshi?
और मारेंगे.
This is your election agenda. You are coming here to do propaganda. That's it.
The Bangladeshi agenda is a bad thing.
Now Arnab Goswami said that now they will be having religious rights. That's what you want.
What do you want? You think that 150 terrorists killed were not enough for you? You think that our forces who destroyed them was not enough for you? You want something else? What do you want? Action against Pakistan is taken. Point today's Bangladesh report. Don't bring
what action?
Pakistan.
What action where are these terrorists?
For Bangladesh terrorists.
You are working for your own interest, not in the interest of nation. Whatever you say is for your own interest.
I'll talk of Pakistan, Pahalgam when that comes. I don't mix up debates and create propaganda.
Don't try to
Government has taken more action than an entire Congress crowd had taken in 50 or 70 years of its existence. It has taken a firm action and they are on their knees. But you will not talk about that. You will not say, I welcome Bangladeshis being thrown out. What is the pain with you?
But we don't,
what is the pain with you? Why can't you support foreigners being thrown out And Atikur Rahman keeps on talking of NRC. But what he doesn't say, he supports Bangladesh being thrown out. What kind of debate is this? That you don't talk on the question which is being put, but you'll talk on something else? The PMC guy comes and says हिंदुओं क्या होगा, हिंदुओं का क्या होगा मालदा में, हिंदुओं का क्या मुर्शिदाबाद के अंदर under TMC we know. So those are the people where the majority has come from Bangladesh. That is why.
ये मुझे बताइए 1 minute Sheikh 1 minute Sheikh when I ask you it's very interesting, just 1 minute, everyone on please. You see, very interesting. When I ask you why did the Kashmiri Pandits get tortured and attacked, murdered and raped, and you said, it's okay. It happened, they can come back if they want.
You are asking question to yourself that it's okay.
And you don't worry about Kashmiri Pandits going away. But if I say I will pick up every Rohingya, every Bangladeshi, pick them up, expose them, and kick them out.
They get the best lawyers.
Go and do it.
Kick them out.
Who are you to kick them out? Go and do it.
Kick them out. Say with me. Kick out Bangladeshi infiltrators. Say kick them out.
Have some shame.
Say kick them out.
Be Indian. Be Indian.
I'm Indian. That's why I don't want Bangladeshis. India for Indians, not for Bangladesh.
In addition, can I make an important point?
Communal rights?
BJP versus communal rights? You are threatening communal rights? 1 minute. You are threatening communal rights if we catch Bangladeshis.
You want, that's what you want.
No, why should I want? I'll kick them out, throw them out. Why should there be communal rights?
You said that.
I didn't say. No, I didn't say. I didn't say. You are imagining things.
We don't want
Why
to have
should
a big heart.
No.
We don't want to have a big heart. We don't want to be.
We have a big heart, but we don't have the resources to feed 2 crore Bangladeshis. निकाल बाहर करो इनको.
तो निकाल दो
इनको. निकालो इनको. आपको क्यों चुभ रही है? पकड़ के निकालो.
इलेक्शन लड़ने
निकाल तो रहे हैं ना, निकाल रहे हैं ना. देखिए ना, एक को पकड़ के निकाल रहे हैं.
आपके लोग
पकड़ के निकाल रहे हैं, एक को निकालेंगे.
ये वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हो.
कुछ नहीं चलेगा.
सियासत कर रहे हो.
कुछ प्रोटेस्ट करने से नहीं होगा. निकालेंगे इनको.
You are doing politics.
Politics नहीं, इनको पकड़ के निकालेंगे.
Yes, this is politics.
We are correcting demographic change. We are correcting artificial changes to the demography of the country. We are saving Indian culture, Indian civilization, Indian way of life, Bharatiyata. Bangladeshiyon se nahi सीखेंगे भारतीयता.
अरे आप जो कर रहे हैं, I know, everybody knows what you people are doing.
What do you mean you people? You are calling Hindus you people.
मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ.
What do you mean by you people? You are making a derogatory reference. You are trying to be communal on my program.
Tell him why the government is driving away each and every Bangladeshi illegal migrant. You know, Arnab, you need to realize, apart from all the problems that you have listed from Bangladeshi illegal migrants, you need to realize and you need to highlight that in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, there is a larger national security issue
threat,
from these illegal Bangladeshis. You know, Pakistan, given the character of Pakistan, sooner than later, they are going to unleash a new proxy war through the Bangladesh route. And therefore, every illegal Bangladesh... अरे आपको समझ नहीं है, आप कहीं और लेके बात करिए. आपको अगर समझ नहीं है इन चीजों की, you know, these people, Arnab, there are 2 Congress parties today. One where you have people like Shashi Tharoor and the other where you have urban Naxals. Please, I don't want to argue with the Congress party of urban Naxals.
Now, Shashi Tharoor,
if you have sensible people representing the Congress, I can talk to them. But I am talking about an important national security issue. And, you know, if he doesn't understand it, at least your audience, your viewers need to take cognizance of it. You know, why the government is extra vigilant today is sooner than later, you know, Bangladesh and possibly supported by Pakistan are going to use these illegal migrants against India. Already we have heard talk about, you know, the insidious greater Bangladesh agenda of some of these jihadi groups. In Pakur, in Santal Parganas,
just because elections are coming up, every time election comes up, you use a time and you start debating about it.
An important point. These urban Naxals should not be allowed to interfere. Arnab, are you aware Jamaat-ul Mujahideen Bangladeshi terrorists have repeatedly been caught from the Santhal Pargana area of Bangladesh? Even this year in February, there were 2 terrorists of Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh who were caught. And all of this was being facilitated in the guise of illegal migrants. This government, the BJP government, will not compromise on national security, and therefore not only illegal migrants, but even...
Okay, suppose. No, let's put it straight here. Deepak, I'll present a situation, right? See, it's all right to sit here and do this Muslim vote bank politics. But suppose, Deepak, suppose, of course Congress does Muslim vote bank politics. What do you do?
That's your problem.
You do Muslim vote bank politics.
You want to communalize this.
I'm not communalizing, it's a fact. You do Muslim vote bank politics. You do Muslim appeasement.
You cannot win election.
You do Muslim appeasement.
आप क्या election नहीं जीतेंगे?
मुझे जीतना भी नहीं है. मुझे कोई इलेक्शन जीतने की इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मुझे कोई इलेक्शन जीतने की मतलब इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. People of the country support me. Because I speak the truth. I speak the truth in a language politicians can't speak. ये politicians जैसा नहीं हो, इधर उधर की बात करता हूँ. I talk straight. I talk the language of the people. Now, Deepak, I'll ask a question to Sheikh, okay? Suppose one day Sheikh gets up in the morning and he's in Srinagar, he goes out of the house and he goes to a market. But nobody is speaking Kashmiri. There is no Kashmiri. He goes to Lal Chowk, there is no Kashmiri. There are only Bangladeshis. There are no Kashmiris anymore, there are only Bangladeshis. Then he goes to a mall, he goes to a shop, he goes to Dal Lake, he sits in a shikara. There is no Kashmiri there. Look at him, look at his face, now he's thinking. Only Bangladeshis. They don't speak Kashmiri. They don't speak Urdu. There are only Bangladeshis. One minute. And then he says, what happened? What happened to Srinagar? And then somebody tells him, Arey Sheikh, don't you know? Srinagar is 80% Bangladeshi. 80% Bangladeshi. Then he will say, oh God. Then he will come back home, Deepak. Then he will come back home. By the time he comes home, Deepak, let me complete the story. It's a beautiful story. By the time he comes back home, he will find that the gate of his house is locked. He'll say, what happened? He'll say, no, Bangladeshis have taken over your house. He'll say, where will I live? It doesn't matter. Where will I stay? It doesn't matter. Kashmir is taken over by Bangladeshis. He's laughing today. You know why he's laughing? Because this is what has happened to Assam. This is what has happened to Assam.
What Assam government?
This is what do you mean Assam government? It was your Congress. It was your Congress party that did it. Be quiet.
Your concern is
Your Congress party. Your pro-infiltrator party.
No, there is no issue other than
pro-infiltrator party. Now you're shocked. Want me to tell you the rest of the story? It's a horror story for you. The beautiful story turned into a horror story. Horror story. Became a horror story for you.
Let me come in here. The Congress gentleman should answer 3 questions what I would be
He's
asking.
shocked right now. Deepak, my story has hit him hard.
One second, listen. I don't want to waste our viewers' time. The first thing is, Bangladeshis broke away from India. So they didn't want to be part of us. And now we don't want them coming back and we don't want fresh problem. Second thing is, they are involved in crime here. They are involved in nefarious activities. They have got fake Aadhars, so they are criminals. We don't want such kind of an activity. And now, if you see in Bangladesh, there are certain groups which are talking about Greater Bangladesh and all sorts of nonsense. So why should we be friendly to such people? And I want to ask these 2 gentlemen, why are they so in love with the Bangladeshis? Why are they shouting at top of their voice to protect their interests?
In love with Bangladesh. What are you saying?
And some of these guys, I know some of the members of Kashmir, before Article 370, they were okay with Bangladeshis coming there, but they were not okay with rest of Indians coming there. I mean, you can see the duplicity of these people. Now, one thing I want to make it absolutely clear, today in India, the national interest comes first. Such kind of a behavior or such kind of an attitude will not be tolerated or welcomed. And if this attitude continues, we will not have any other option other than follow the Chinese route of having re-education camps for these guys or throw them to Pakistan. These are the 2 options which would be left to people of India.
The vote banks of BJP in Assam. Those people are the vote banks, Hindu vote banks in Assam of the BJP.
Let there be, if some Hindus come, it's all right. The story Arnab said might be true in Kashmir also. The BJP might win Kashmir just by saying that the Hindu vote banks are there. The Bangladeshis are infiltrated by the BJP in Kashmir.
Your story might be.
These are absurd allegations, Arnab. In the last 10 years, in the last 9 years since we have formed the government in Assam, we have been so strict against illegal migrants. They are being thrown out right at the border. They are not even allowed to enter. And the CM personally supervises these instances. The CM personally supervises these instances and tweets about them. That is how transparent we are in Assam dealing with illegal migrants. We are not like the Congress party. And Arnab, since you are from Assam, let me give you, let me take you back in history. When was the first time? Bordoloi, the first chief minister of Assam, wrote to Nehru. It was on 7th May 1949. That is when he had said, if illegal migration from East Pakistan is not stopped, Assam is going to face precarious. 11 days later, on 18th May 1946, Nehru wrote that you should have an accommodative approach, you should have an accommodative attitude towards illegal migrants. So the Congress has encouraged illegal migrants for the last 7 decades, and therefore they will never allow them to be shunted out of the country. And the Congress supporter and Bhadoria ji from Samajwadi Party, it's too rich for them to even talk about what we have done. We have done what you could never imagine.
Bhadoria. बीजेपी दो भाग में बटी हुई है। एक वो बीजेपी जो अपने हिंदुस्तानी मुस्लिम को कह रही है पाकिस्तानी, सुनिए, बीजेपी क्या दो भाग में बटी हुई है। एक बीजेपी जो हमारे सेना के शौर्य की तारीफ कर रही है, दूसरी बीजेपी विजय शाह जैसी बीजेपी है जो सेना को कह रही है हमारी सुपर एक्यूरेसी आतंकवादी की बहन है। दूसरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता रवि कुमार जो फौजी IAS ऑफिसर को कह रहे हैं क्या पाकिस्तान से आई है। तीसरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता जो हमारी बहनों को कह रहे हैं वीरांगना का भाव नहीं था। तो क्या बीजेपी दो भाग में बटी हुई है? क्या बीजेपी के नेता, एक वो नेता जो राष्ट्रभक्ति की बात कर रहे हैं, दूसरे नेता जो हमारे देश के अंदर में अपने ही लोगों पे सवाल खड़ा कर रहे हैं। तो बीजेपी दो भाग में बटी है क्या? तो बता दीजिए आप। दूसरी पार्टी को तो
सवाल खड़ा कर रहे हैं।
आपकी पार्टी तो दो भाग में बटी हुई है। आपकी पार्टी के नेता हमारे सैनिक का अपमान कर रहे हैं, सैनिक अधिकारी का अपमान कर रहे हैं, एक IAS अधिकारी का अपमान कर रहे हैं। यहाँ जो
आप सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं? एक इलीगल माइग्रेंट को हम लोग निकालेंगे। दिल पे हाथ रख के कहिए, सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं हमारी सरकार को? दिल पे हाथ रख के कहिए, अगले कुछ महीनों में पूरा इलीगल माइग्रेंट का इकोसिस्टम हम खत्म कर देंगे। बस
सपोर्ट करें, आपके सरकार में
सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं? रोएंगे तो नहीं जैसे सोनिया गांधी रोई थी पटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद, वैसे रोएंगे तो नहीं?
अरे रोते आप हो, जल्दी से आपको।
अरे सलमान खुर्शीद जी से जाके पूछे, सलमान खुर्शीद जी ने बताया था कैसे सोनिया गांधी रो रही थी पटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद।
अरे
तो आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना पहलगाम के आतंकवादी क्यों नहीं मारे गए, मैं आपको लिख के दे रहा हूँ, बहुत जल्दी मारे जाएंगे। लेकिन उस दिन रोइएगा मत अर्नब के शो पर आके, आंसू मत बहाइएगा जैसे सोनिया गांधी ने आंसू बहाया था पाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद।
आपका नेशनल सिक्योरिटी, सोवरेनिटी, हमारे मुल्क के उस वजूद के साथ कोई फर्क नहीं आपको पड़ता है। और ओनली कंसर्न विद कांग्रेस एंड मुस्लिम्स।
Anyway,
अरे हम लोग 1999 के टेररिस्ट से बैकलॉग क्लियर कर रहे हैं। 1999
just a few statistics to share with you. Just a few statistics to share with you. There are more Bangladeshi infiltrators in India than the entire population of Australia, than the entire population of Mumbai, than 6 states: Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal, Sikkim, Goa, Himachal. 8 states put together. That's about 30 to 40 million Bangladeshis. And if they are in a mall near you, if they are working for you, if they are in your employment, shame on you for supporting them.
Shame on the BJP 11-year rule.
Anyway, we'll catch all the Bangladeshis and throw them out. And this story you will hear about and see reported only on Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, these are serious issues. Nobody picks up these issues. Today I've raised 2 issues that no network is talking about. Operation Langda, the biggest campaign against criminals in Uttar Pradesh. You won't see it on other channels. And the huge national campaign and national consensus against Bangladeshi infiltrators. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure and privilege bringing the news to you. Without fail, see you tomorrow evening at 8. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।